Hey, so this is Baseline. So San Francisco's sit-lie regulation, it's not a law, I don't think, because if it were to be illegal, but allows, the police to come in and shuffle people around when and where they want them. The problem is that the people they shuffle around are 100% homeless people, so-called homeless baseliners. Okay, they're not going to move grandma if she sits down and needs to rest after a long day of walking around and shopping for shoes, which is excellent. Grandma deserves it. She's been around a long time. Looks like that. You know what I mean? Tired. She's grandma, man. You wouldn't shuffle her around. But this is a pry-bar piece of legislation, right, designed to cleanse so-called homeless, or at least remove that aspect from the Upper Haight. Upper Haight Street is the only street in San Francisco, the only main tourist attraction street, North Beach, Fisherman's Wharf, that has no place to sit. There is no public seating. They pulled what was left of it out, and you're not allowed to sit in a bus stop. Well, technically you're breaking the law if you're not waiting for a bus, right? So whatever. But there's no place that you go to. North Beach has 7,000 chairs you couldn't take out of there by yourself. They're there all night. It's ridiculous. It's designed for a good intent. But what happens, and this is to you guys, right? This is really what happens with sit-lie. And so I have a proposal for improving the law by keeping the same statute. Okay, so whatever I just said. Here it is. So normally, right now, this is the way sit-lie works out. Number one, the tickets are meaningless and they don't prosecute them. Okay? And secondly, all that happens is when the cops come by, so say you're sitting down, right over there like that, just hanging out with Stan, you know what I mean, doing your thing on Haight Street, no one cares, totally beautiful, you know what I mean? So as soon as you see the cops on the bike show up, what you do is stand up. You don't change a thing, it's ridiculous. I mean, there it is, that's the only goddamn difference it makes. And then the crazy thing about it is as soon as the cops take off and they're gone, you sit down. Thanks, sit-lie law. It's the stupidest, most absurd thing. It's unenforceable. It's meaningless. Most of it is not taken in front of any judge. It's taken to something called, a Sodom court or something like that, which just pays for them because you can't pay for them because the people that will not come at it are the people that cannot afford it, right? So they're not threatened by any kind of recourse from some stupid ticket that's written to them. So, my proposal against sit-lie is something new, okay? It's called stand and bow. So, in other words, as we just had demonstrated, the difference from sitting down and standing up and standing up. There you go, I'm sorry. Low-paid actresses. And then sitting down as the cops go. Okay. So, since it's the only difference, what I propose is that instead of writing tickets for being caught like that, you're written a ticket if you don't stand up and bow. That's it. So in other words, as the same thing, you're just hanging out, but as you see the cops, you stand up and bow. Well, I don't think I'm going to get the actors to stand up and bow, but you get my point here. Why not? It's the same exact exercise in stupidity. It's an up and down movement. Why not just stand up and bow? All it does is allow cops to think that they're enforcing something which is nonsense, which is actually unconstitutional. We have the right to freedom of assembly. That is a first constitutional right, okay? And to say, oh, we can't assemble at a certain altitude, 6 inches from the ground our eyes are, 3 feet from the ground our eyes are. No, they must be at least 5 feet from the ground, or we can't ride this ride. Bullshit, man. It's unconstitutional. It will fall. Thank you for acting in this film. Hey, happy Easter, rock and roll.
Right on, man. You too.
You know it. Rock and roll bass.